Hi, friends. Sally and I are so glad you're here. Sally, are you glad they're here? She is. She's really glad. Sally, would you like to have your treat? You should see her tail wagging, friends. She says, yes, please, treat. Here you go, Sal. You want that treat? Good girl. You have your treat while I say hi to our friends. Hi, Craig and Teresa and Ashlyn, Remy, Amber, Teacher Mac, Andy and Ada, Ellie and Sam and Nolan, Maya and Eleanor, Cooper and Elliot, Emma, Becky and Bella, Eloise and Karen, Julia, Jeffrey and Joshua, Marquise and Maya, Gray and Avery, Mikey, Vesper, Thea, Brooke, Will, Lizzie and Eli, Stella and Emma, Harper May, Addison, Brooklyn Ray and Henry, Soren and Johan, Fife and Ford, Flinny and Alexa, London and Adeline, Landon, Everly, Kinsley, Blossom, Larky, Branton Reese, Michael, Milo, Rayu, Sophia, Maverick and Avery, Dakota, Pam and Jason, Andy, Kristen and Mindy, Terry and Judy, Millie and Sammy, Ruby and Oli, Sutton, Lucy and Sebastian, Sloane, Olivia and Peyton, Henry and Ellis, London and Freya, Boise, Max and Carlota. Hi, friends. We're glad that you're here today. Friends, if you didn't hear your name and you'd like to hear your name, make sure that your grown-up at home lets me know, okay? All right, Sally, are you ready? I think she's ready. All right, friends, this is one of my favorites. It's from when I was a little girl. It is called Cindy Bakes a Funny Cake by Dean Wally. Here it is. She bakes a what? You were listening. Yep, a funny cake. Let's find out. Looks like she has an animal. What animal does she have at her home? It's a kitty. Do you have a kitty at your house? Okay. Oh, friends, this is a pop-up book. It's going to be so fun. Watch when I open it. Pop. Do you see how she kind of pops up? Looks like she's reading a book. What kind of a book do you think that might be? I think it might be a recipe book. Do you have any recipe books at your home that your grown-up cooks with, or maybe that you cook with? Okay, let's find out about Cindy here. Cindy Hicks was almost 6 and home almost alone, except for her big sister who was upstairs on the phone. It was a perfect time to bake a cake while everyone was gone, Cindy said as she rolled up her sleeves and tried the aprons on. I love aprons. I wear lots of aprons in my classroom. She took out mixing bowls and measuring cups and spoons down from the shelf and started to bake a cake all by herself. All right, friends, let's look. Watch this one. Boop. See how it opened? Boop. Friends, it said she was baking it all by herself. Should we ever bake in the kitchen all by ourselves? No, you're right. Let's find out why. Here we go. Recipes are hard to read for someone not quite 6, so Cindy added a few more things than she really needed in her mix. First, she poured in milk and sugar and a pound of flour at least, baking soda, chocolate syrup, and a dozen cakes of yeast. Cindy stirred in salt and pepper, tapioca, cocoa, jello. Then she mixed it in the mixer till it looked smooth and mellow. Okay, here we go. Here's the fun part where we get to see it. Oops. Here we go. Mix it, Cindy, mix it. She's pouring it in. Cindy put 3 pans of batter in the oven and set the dial. Then she waited for her cake to bake, wearing a happy smile. To her surprise, before her eyes, the cake began to rise and rise. It rose and rose, and goodness knows it reached quite an alarming size. Oh no. Here it is. You ready? It's going to reach an alarming size. Boop! Ah! Look at that. It's coming right out of the oven. Who's here with her, friends? You're right. It's her little kitty. Her kitty hangs out with her just like Sally hangs out with me. Oh my. Here we go. Ready? I'll turn it like this. Whoa! Oh my. Can you see it? Look at that. Let's read what the words say. The cake filled up the oven and ran right out the door. It ran down the clean white stove and out the kitchen door. Cindy slapped it with a spatula and she swept it with a broom. But the cake just rose and rose and rose some more. It was filling up the room. What shall I do? Poor Cindy cried, for she was alone. Then she remembered Sister upstairs on the phone. She waded to the extension phone and said, Sister, hurry down. If we don't stop the cake, it's gonna run all over town. Friends, look at this. This is what a telephone used to look like when I was a little girl. Maybe some of your parents too, but most people don't have phones like this anymore in their home, but this is the phone that they had. All right, let's see what happens. I think she's gonna try to run for the phone. Oop! She's trying to reach the phone to tell her sister to come down. Oh, it's another fun one. Look at this one pop up. Ready? Look at Cindy's face. How does it look like she's feeling? You're right. I think she might be worried. All right, let's find out what it says. In a minute, Cindy's sister walked right in and took command with a smile upon her face and a vacuum in her hand. She plugged in the socket and turned the vacuum cleaner on, and with a whiffle, whiffle, whoosh, the batter of the cake was all gone. She vacuumed it up. That seems silly to me, friends. I'm not sure that if I had cake batter, I would vacuum it, friends, but that's what Cindy's sister did. Now, Cindy Hicks, I'll help you fix another cake today. I'll just read the recipe and follow what I say. So she mixed some batter, better batter, and her cake turned out just right. Cindy gave it to her mother at dinner time that night. Here's the cake. You ready? Boop. Thank you, said her mother. This cake is really good. I wish we had enough to share with our whole neighborhood. Oh, we had enough, said Cindy. Or we did on my first try. Then she and her sister got the giggles, and they never would say why. Here they are. They're going to giggle. You ready? Ooh, you have the giggles. The end. That's the end of Cindy Bakes a Funny Cake by Dean Wally. All right, friends, maybe today your grown-up has time to bake something with you. Maybe you could ask them if you could bake a cake or bake something else. And if they don't, that's okay. Maybe you can pretend to bake something. Maybe you have some pretend pots and pans or some dishes. What might you have? Maybe you have a sandbox that you could pretend in that you're baking something. I know my friends at school like to do that. All right, friends, Sally and I are going to say goodbye, but stay tuned because tomorrow we are going to read It's the bear. Okay, friend Sally, would you like to say goodbye to our friends? Can you come say goodbye? All right, Sally's saying goodbye, friends. Bye.